sit on down and pour yourself a glass.
And tune into your favorite podcast,
where things will be misquoted
and opinions ain't sugar-coated.
'Cause DJ and Kelly are locked and probably loaded.
Hey guys, welcome to Locked and Probably Loaded with DJ and Kelly. I'm your host, DJ Qualls, and I'm here with my good friend and co-host, Kelly Blackheart. Hey Kelly, how you doing?
I'm so much better than last week.
I'm telling you right now. So we're recording 2 episodes in a row because I've been gone so much, and Kelly and I are going to Vegas, and then I'm going immediately to Minneapolis. But the first episode, I was like, "Hey Kelly, how you doing?" Kelly was like, "Fine," and now we're like, beatboxes are the best thing in the whole world.
Galaxy.
Yeah. So they just
Yoinks.
told me on the Patreon. They just told me that people do lives and they act like sim characters, and then they attach words to a monetary value.
Well, so TikTok Live, you can gift the person who's doing the live, and I don't know what all the gifts are, but I know that Galaxy is one of them, Diamond is one of them, or whatever. And so when people send those gifts, the people doing the live will be like, "Thanks for the Galaxy." What?
And then they're like $20 from that.
Yeah.
And then they'll just do this. Galaxy,
Yeah.
Galaxy, Galaxy.
Yeah, because if people keep spamming and sending more, because that's what it's very much weirds me out
Is it
about
kink?
lives.
Is it a kink?
I think
Like a
so.
Sims
Or it's
kink?
like, also when people do lives, like they want to be recognized, they want to be shouted out, and so it's like, super dude number 2, thanks for the Galaxy, and this person's like, ugh, she said my name finally. Like,
Really?
Yeah, there's lives that are like, if you join my live, I have to say your name.
The world
Yeah,
is
yeah.
fascinating.
Yeah.
And we are so stupid that we don't do this.
I know. I'm thinking about starting a whole new TikTok because I have pretty good handwriting, and like there's all handwriting accounts where people just write, like they'll do a calendar. It's like, all of the dates, and there's spaces, and people will comment like what their birthday is, and you just write their name in it, but you only write in the name. Like in black, you write the name of somebody who gave you a diamond, and in red, you would write the name of somebody who gave you a galaxy. And like the idea that people are spending $20 to have somebody write their name on an iPad during a live blows my mind, but I'm like, why am I not fucking doing this?
Are we doomed?
I have great handwriting.
Are we doomed? We seem doomed.
Yeah.
We're not
I
doomed.
don't want to be that old man that does this. In my day, I only had to pay 5 cents for somebody to write my name on a card.
We used to have a Patreon with a podcast.
Yeah, I know. We get rid of the podcast altogether. We just stand in front of the live. Thanks for the galaxy.
Okay, so if anybody wants me to say any words in a sim voice, send $5 to our. Do we have an address?
Yeah.
Find it.
to at find me.
PayPal.com.
At paypal.com. Galaxy. On our Patreon, I said that we should do one for MAGA.
Yeah.
And just say things like,
Highly suggest
"Get
going
off
to
my
check.
land! Get off my land! Get off my land! Taking our
You would be
jobs!
so
Taking our
fucking
jobs!"
rich, dude. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Get out of my galaxy.
That wasn't a Nazi salute. That'll be $50. Anyway.
He was saying my heart to yours.
So we have been to Vegas at this point.
Uh-huh.
Wow, what a great trip that was.
You're coming home today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I feel awful.
I know.
You should have made me do all those
But
things, Kelly.
you're going next week. You're gonna see us in Vegas.
Oh, yeah. We're doing an episode from Vegas?
Yeah.
Are we?
Yeah.
So is it next week or the week after?
It's next
It'll
week.
be next week's.
Oh, so we're going to bump this to the 3rd week?
Yeah.
Nope. This is coming out a week from today,
Okay.
and then a week from that day. 2 weeks from today, the one we do in Vegas will come out.
I see.
To
Yeah.
Patreon, and then a week after that will be public.
Okay.
So you guys will know exactly what we're doing and how we're feing and all that stuff.
Well,
we might be wearing sunglasses inside.
I'm sure I'll be wearing sunglasses inside. I have never left this. We're doing 3 days in Vegas. The 3rd day always fucks it up for me. Always.
Yeah.
So, and I put safeguards in place that I've already forgotten.
Well, Tuesday is when we would be recording, and that most likely will be our chill wrap up day.
Yeah, the day we wish we were dead.
Yeah. So you guys will see us then.
Because I can't fuck around too much on Tuesday because I have 1 day to pack.
Yeah,
and I have
yeah.
to get back out on the road.
And we're not going to want to. We're not marathon partiers for the most part.
Okay.
I think you guys should get IVs.
I hate needles.
Okay,
Oh,
never
I
mind.
would
do
rather
it.
feel bad. I would rather feel bad.
I love needles.
I'll get an IV for you.
Does IV? I
Yeah.
wonder if they have IVs that come in pill form.
It's called Xanax.
Yeah, I thought it was Vicodin.
Oh,
Hmm.
either way.
I wonder if the
Tomato,
nurse can
tomato.
bring me a. I'll take a Vicodin.
The breakdown of the symbols that you can send to people on TikTok Live is on the screen.
Oh, okay.
I was
so
wrong
I
about
wanna
the
see, I wanna
galaxy.
see, I wanna
There's
see.
a
Oh,
universe.
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 Universe is $562.
Yes, dude.
No, but Panda's only 7 cents.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Mermaid 39.74. Airplane 79.78. Planet 199.50. Diamond Flight.
After Disco Ball, I would start to feel bad.
Lion.
So did your friend send 1,000 likes or 1,000 coins?
No, just likes.
Yeah.
That would have been $13.
Yeah.
A lion is $398 to say lion.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I've been saying lion this whole fucking time for free. I'm never saying it
He's
again.
lying. He's lying.
I'm never saying. Screenshot this, send it to me. So I'm taking these fucking words out of my vocabulary. I'm no longer saying them for fucking free.
Well, it's not that you say it and you get it or anything like that. It's just when people send these things.
These
like,
are the symbols.
The
that they
symbols will pop up on the screen. And so the person doing the live
Yeah.
will see a disco ball. Like, thanks for the disco ball.
the next time that somebody. So the next time I say I love you to somebody, I have to charge them 65 cents.
It is crazy that I love you is so cheap.
Right, it should be the most expensive.
Yeah.
one.
Sunglasses is 3 times more expensive than I love you. An airplane, fuck it. I guess I can't ever bitch about my. Oh, I'll say flight because flight's for free.
Yeah.
I'm never saying any of those words again for free. I'm not doing it. If you want me to say I love you, you better fucking cough up 65 cents.
I think that's reasonable.
Yeah.
Do you love me?
You should have a tiered system on
Yes.
your Cameo now.
Fuck you.
What?
You should have a tiered system on your Cameo, so if they make you say one of these words, it has to cost more money.
Yeah, like the. The is $71. It's so stupid.
Oh, my dad texted me the other day, and he's been keeping his Mustang. He loves this Mustang. It's a red Mustang convertible. That's I think it's 99 or something like
yeah,
that.
it's cute, very cute.
He's been keeping it at the house here because every time they visit, then he has a car to roll around in.
Let's sell it and go to Mexico.
Well, he has, for years has been saying I might want to bring it back home because he really misses driving it in the summer there and all.
Yeah.
And it's not fun to drive a stick shift here.
It was not.
So
And
so
the summers in Dogpatch Lake are glorious.
I know. And so he texted me the other day saying, "Hey Kelly, I think I'm gonna come pick up the Mustang. Do you want to do a 3-day road trip with me the first week of June?"
Are you?
I have to. It's one of those things where I can't imagine saying no to doing that. It would be such a fun it's gonna suck, first of all, doing a 3-day road trip in a stick shift Mustang convertible.
That's a small space to be in.
I'm not going to enjoy it. It's not gonna be comfortable, but it's one of those things. It's when my dad dies, if I don't do this
Of
road trip,
course.
that would be one of those things. I can't believe I didn't do the road trip. With
I know
him.
an after-hours bar in Little Rock. Go through Little Rock.
My dad's not.
I know.
After hours
Your dad's
bar
down with the
kinda
afters,
Think
guy.
bro.
about all the fun stuff.
Hey, Dad, you got the Molly or what?
Let me plan your itinerary.
He's gonna do a DJ set at 3 a.m.
I just want to get there and be done with it.
If I could plan your itinerary, I promise you would love that road trip. Do you want to see the world's largest ball of twine?
No, not really. I just want to get
What if
very
you-
quickly
would
from
you-
here to Illinois.
Kelly, do you want to see the world's largest ball of twine if you were on mushrooms?
Yes, but I won't. I'm not going to be on mushrooms around my dad.
Are you doing mushrooms in Vegas?
Well, that's one of the
I'm on the fence about it because I have so many other because I have to function and be in public.
So here's what I got. These little drink edition. You know those Mio drinks where you
Yeah.
can change water or whatever.
Mhm.
So I ordered these things that are it's microdosing mushrooms.
Yeah.
And if you do a whole bottle, it's an actual trip, but you can do a 2-second squeeze and
Yeah.
feel the effects, or do half a bottle
Yeah.
and feel a little bit more. So I have 4 bottles of that.
4 bottles?
Well, yeah, I bought a variety
Oh,
pack
right.
or
I was
whatever.
gonna
We're not
say.
gonna do all of them, but I figured that's what we could do when we're recording.
Jesus.
And just each of us do a
couple
quarter
s-
of a bottle.
We may
or
need
something like
that
that
to get us through
Yeah.
if we feel bad.
And all of the reviews for them are fucking awesome.
Okay.
People are like, I love these. They're expensive.
For those of you who don't know, I've tried mushrooms twice. The first time I had a great time. The second time it went sideways on me, and then I freaked out.
You wouldn't be like tripping.
I'm not
It's
good
just gonna
at
make you
drugs.
feel good.
I'm really
and-
not good at drugs. Like, I joke about it, but like I'm such a fucking control freak that I can't commit to something that lasts for like 6 hours. That's why I'm not good with weed.
Well, that's what I
sometimes
mean,
I just want to not be in this experience anymore.
Also, I mean, the amount of mushrooms that I used to do when I first started doing mushrooms, that was a full 6 to 8 hour trip,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
it was like
ugh.
you're tripping balls. But like the times that I've done mushrooms in the last 5 or 6 years, it's like 1 or 2 mushrooms where it's a light trip. Where
How
it's like
long does it take
What to
to not be tripping anymore?
what with the
light
things?
dosage.
I'm assuming that you probably won't trip that much.
Okay.
It's going to be like relaxing, euphoric feelings or whatever, but you're not
Silly
going to get
laughing
like,
stuff.
it's like laughter
Yeah.
and all of that stuff.
I
Because
have those in gummies.
Yeah.
You have to eat the whole bag to trip.
So
yeah.
that's what fucked me up is I ate 3 gummies and it didn't do anything to me, and then so somebody was like, well, have these, and so I ate 3 squares of that mushroom chocolate because I thought they were
Oh my
equivalent.
God. You
and
blended
it put
them?
me into a bad space. I got the trees were breathing. I got nervous. It basically ended with a candlelight vigil at my bedside.
I would say the most that you would do out of this is like a third of the bottle,
Okay, that's
where I would
okay.
probably do the rest of it.
Okay. Well, I'm on the fence about it, but we'll see.
Well,
Also,
it's already
I'll be
happened,
doing
so
it.
how did it go?
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
it was awesome.
awesome. It was so much fun. I was so relaxed. I got light visuals, which is exactly what I
We
wanted.
won a
but
car
we laughed
from a slot
so
machine.
much. Oh my God. Remember when we laughed just about saying the word dishwasher?
Dishwasher. That'll be $792.
I love mushrooms. They're so much fun.
I've never done them in public though. That's my problem.
Oh, so yeah, that's what I was worried about. So the first time I ever did them in public, as opposed to just sitting
Yeah.
outside and looking at trees, was in Vegas and walking through the casino. And I was so nervous about doing it, but I only did 2 caps and stems or
Yeah.
whatever. So it was fucking awesome. Now I feel like I could handle it. But did I tell you about the time I was sitting with Jim's opener, Lisa Curry, very funny.
I love her.
We went to. Have you met her?
No, but I've seen her.
Okay, you should meet her. She's great. But we were sitting at dinner. I think it was before the show, and I had taken mushrooms, and somebody came. I was like, she's sitting here, I'm sitting here, and somebody comes up and she like points to him, and I look back, and I'm assuming he's there to talk to Lisa. And it was somebody who was like a fan of mine. And he's like, hey, I'm a big fan of yours. And I go, oh my God, I'm tripping balls right now. I'm so sorry if I'm being weird. Like, so I got up, gave him a big hug and all that stuff. And afterwards I was like, was I normal? And Lisa's like, you were great. All that stuff. But tripping balls in Vegas, having dinner.
It scares me. It
Somebody
really
came
scares
up and
me.
said hi.
That's why I wanted to get the Cosmo suite with the balcony facing the Bellagio fountain, so you guys would have some visuals.
Yeah, but we might jump.
Yeah, but then I might jump, and it's a whole thing.
The rail's 5 feet high. If you can get over that, good luck.
That's one step
That
for me.
sounds hard. I don't like to do any effort. Last night I stumbled across something about somebody getting murdered, and I'm like, and they talked about what this guy had to do to dispose of the bodies. I'm like, no, everyone is safe around me. Everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
If anything takes
Once
any
a body's
effort at
dead,
all,
do you know how hard it is
it's
to
so
drag
hard.
it?
Also, killing people is hard.
I know.
People
Because
do
they
not
resist.
People do not want to die. Did you
Don't
know that?
resist.
I need you not to resist because I'm lazy.
I just want to make this easy and enjoyable for both of
Below
us.
Deck is on.
In fact, if you could just kill yourself in front of me, that would be great.
And organize your own funeral. Can you write a note
Yeah.
saying just
Or actually, just write anything. I'll be able to copy your handwriting pretty
just say
easily.
this: DJ Qualls did not do this.
And we'll be right back.
Oh, Kelly.
And we're back. Do we want to listen to some voicemails?
Yeah.
There's a couple questions from our Patreon
we have
too.
some unqualified advice that I heard that we need to get to.
Do you want to listen to it again, or do
Yeah.
you want to
Yeah.
answer it?
Yeah,
Mhm.
let's listen to it again.
Listening
Yeah.
again.
'Cause
I don't remember what it was.
Only the Patreon people would have heard it.
Hey guys, it's Emily.
Hey, Emily.
And I need some more unqualified advice, please.
You've come to the right place.
So I recently started talking to this guy, and he's really, really nice, and I really like him.
Awesome.
And, honestly, it's the first time that I felt like maybe this could be different. And very much like Kelly, I haven't been interested in dating in a very long time. So this is very new for me. And so I talked to my best friend about it. My best friend's a dude, and his response was a little annoying, and I just want to get some advice.
What was his
I
response?
told him about how excited I was and how good he made me feel and how nice he was, and he ended it with saying, like, we'll see how this goes, and I think it's weird that you haven't video chatted with him. Maybe he's lying to you about who he is and all this and that. So just wondering, because he really was just negative, and trying to figure out how to respond to him.
Okay.
So give me your opinion. All right. I love you guys. Bye.
Well, Kelly, I think two things are at play here.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, you are totally. It's awesome that you haven't gotten to the place that Kelly and I have, where we can't feel excited about anything anymore.
What's that like?
And love is great. And it does sound like there is like anybody who's like I share the video conferencing feelings about him.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like before you start catching feelings for somebody, especially if you're doing it remote, then you need to have some sort of video experience with this person.
So that was my question is, so that means that you haven't met, this is an online thing you haven't met yet. There's
a way to say that without being negative.
Yes, exactly. That's the whole point, right? It's like when you want your friends to be excited for you, but you want them to keep you grounded in reality, right? And so I wouldn't assume that everybody that you meet online is some fucking person who is hiding something about what they are.
But it happens.
But if you've tried to video chat with them, or like, there's a lot of questions here. Have you asked them to video chat and they refuse to?
Yeah.
That would change my answer. If that question hasn't even been brought up, because I never video chatted with people that I talk to online, and I'm somebody who would talk to people online for weeks before I decided to meet up with them. But also I'm somebody who would get really into the chatting with somebody and texting and all that stuff because I'm a good texter, and so if somebody else had that same energy, it's like it was very easy to get really excited about the connection, and then you meet in person and it's like the vibe, the chemistry isn't there.
It's disappointing, and you've placed your hope on something. I really feel like if you're vibing with somebody, that needs to come sooner. You don't need to meet up with them immediately, but just if because we run the risk as humans of attaching feelings to an idea of somebody that may not be
1,000%.
true.
I'm very guilty of that.
And so am I. I've done it so many times in the past. I dated somebody who treated me terribly, and he never cared about me, but I liked him so much and I realized in the retrospect, because it tore my ego apart that he didn't like me back in the same way. And my life, I was more successful than him. I think I was nicer than him. Like all of these things, like when I look back, what was exactly that made you think that you really cared about this person? It was like, because he didn't care about me back.
Yeah.
And also I was attaching things to him that he wasn't doing. Like, oh, he called me today. What a nice person. So that's not a marker for something awesome.
Yeah.
He did basic human communication with me. So I think that your friend has a little bit of Schadenfreude or whatever it's called, like doesn't want people to be happy, or takes a little in harshing on people's parade.
Yeah.
Or there may be some jealousy issues there. I don't know, but it sounds a little bit like that. But also I just caution you that you see for yourself, because Kelly's right. Not everybody in the world is false presents on the internet, but some people do, and some people get off on it.
Yeah. I mean, like, again, there are so many factors in this that would change my opinion of this. If you've asked to video chat and they refuse to, then my answer changes dramatically from like, we haven't brought this up yet. And he's all of a sudden being like, why isn't he like, I don't want you to assume that the person that I'm interested in is a fucking fraud because this hasn't come up in conversation.
We're not there yet.
We're not there yet.
Yeah.
And also, like, I know that a lot of people do the video chats before meeting. I find video chats to be fucking awkward, and I only FaceTime really ever with like my sister-in-law and like sometimes Grant will
I think
call.
it's necessary even to get even if it is a little awkward though, because you need to see them in person.
Right, but I would just go to meeting them in person.
All right.
Like I think because of the pandemic, video chats became more prevalent before people went and met people, because there was a longer period of time you had to wait before meeting somebody in person. But like that to me, that doesn't really transfer to real life as much as people want to make it seem.
I get that. I've seen too many Lifetime movies though. I have to see somebody in person before I agree to meet them. Actually, I've never done any of this stuff, but it just seems to me common sense. And the thing that I'm worried about in all of this, or care about all of this, I don't know this guy, is I care about your feelings. I don't know your friend, and I don't know this guy. I care about your feelings, and you will know how to navigate this. But don't just really the headline here is don't get too emotionally invested in somebody that you don't know.
But yeah, and to answer your question of like, how do I respond to my friend who said this? It's like, I think you just say, hey, I appreciate that you're looking out for me and want to make sure that this person is real, but I'd also appreciate if you didn't immediately go to the most negative scenario.
But here's the other thing. If you tell somebody something to solicit advice and you don't like the advice, all you have to do is, you know what, I hear you, and walk away from it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't have to take every note.
Yeah, it would be different if you're getting unsolicited advice from somebody close to you and it started to impede on your experience. But when you ask somebody something and you don't like the messaging of it, look for the motive of why they're telling you that. And if you think
is
the
he
motive,
in love with you?
maybe he's in love with you.
Could be.
Do you like him?
But yeah, I think delivery is very important. Like, I actually just heard on the radio, I was driving my nephews to school this morning, and on the radio they were having a conversation like, if you're dating somebody and they ask what your favorite movie is and you say Clueless or something like that, and the person is like, oh, that movie sucks or whatever. They were having this like debate about what that means, and it's like, well, even if the person thinks that sucks, why would you want to fucking shit on something that somebody you're interested in loves? That's
interesting, because I was reading something this morning. Oh no, I posted something about my flight when my flight was delayed, and some guy, and I was just telling you what happens, and the whole thing was, I was talking about advocating for yourself. You need to call people. You need to, because what they offered me for compensation was stupid. I got a little bit more, but you have to stay on it, right? Mm-hmm. And our consumer protection agency has been dismantled by the Trump administration, and that's not a pronouncement. It's awful, but it's just a fact. So our corporations are increasingly controlling our lives. So it's like we talked about this for your cable and car insurance. You have to stay on top of it, because the only way to not get fucked is to try. Mm-hmm. And wait, where was I going with this? Truck, fuck, try. I don't remember. Fuck, I had a point too. God damn it.
I was talking about not shitting on things that people that you were interested in.
Oh, thank you. Everybody needs a Kelly. Hashtag everybody needs a Kelly. So I was posting my experience, because I'm going through it in real time, and also when you do that, it keeps you calm with the people you're dealing with, because you're venting.
Yeah. Elsewhere.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, whatever's happening next, I can take, because I'm not I don't want to yell at somebody, a customer service person in any capacity ever, or even be gruff with them when I'm not getting what I want. I want to be emotionally detached and just tell the facts about how I'm feeling, what's happening. So and so some asshole posted under is like, it's like, I don't care. Because I said the CEO makes American Airlines makes $34.4 million a year to find new and inventive ways to fuck us all. Mm-hmm. And this guy said, it was like, who cares, coming from a rich person. And so then somebody from followers underneath it said, it was like, why would you post such an unprovoked negative thing? And then I looked through it and I realized, homie's a narcissist. Literally a narcissist always does this. You tell them something that you're going through, and they only can relate to it by their own feelings about that thing.
Yeah.
Well, me. Not. Well,
the internet.
How do you feel about that? What is that? Okay, I can understand why. the lack of empathy.
Yeah.
There's no empathy, right? And then I looked, and he votes along those same lines.
Right.
Fuck everybody else who's not me. Me.
Yeah. And I mean, that's the internet in a nutshell, right? It's like you can say, I love waffles. Waffles are my favorite. And people are like, fuck you. You don't like pancakes. And it's like,
Yeah.
Pancakes weren't even in the discussion. Like,
Yeah.
I don't.
A pancake killed my mother, motherfucker.
I saw it. It was
Thanks.
gruesome. It was gruesome. Butter emails. Anyway, yeah, people are fucking so self-involved. The internet is like, I just have to remember that everybody who comments negative shit on the internet is either uglier, poorer, or less
Mean.
successful than me.
Or just unhappy. You're just naturally unhappy, and the only way you can get any satisfaction
is by bullying people.
Although
online.
I would like to announce that I'm officially retiring from acting and becoming a full-time internet troll because it's so fucking fun.
You are loving that.
It's making me so happy. My new favorite thing is when somebody says something really stupid, and it's much easier to do on like Instagram than it is on Twitter because people really can't look at your how you replied.
Yep.
Is to say, if you look closely into this person's eyes, you can see squirrels running on a treadmill. It makes them so mad because there's no defense of it when they're saying something so stupid. And so this guy the other day, I screenshotted it, said that like he was a bro and he was doing this revelation like that all men are becoming queers because they are watching porn, and there's no way you can as a straight man watch porn, and he's doing it as like, have all the answers, right? And there's nothing worse than some bro who has all the answers, right? And so I think I posted something. I said that I said if you look in his name, let's look at, can we look him up?
Yeah, what's his name?
His name is Jake Johnson Co.
Oh, the Jake Johnson from New Girl? I love him.
Jake Johnson Co. This is from like 5 days ago. I'll show you what video it is.
That's in your inbox. It's probably.
Oh, right. This is my search tab, though, right?
You know,
Yeah, but I think it's in your inbox. So if you go to home.
yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a
then-
little magnifying
Oh,
glass
maybe-
somewhere.
Hmm.
Oh, there's my celebrity crush.
Andrew Santino.
Hey,
I
Andrew
got to reach out
Santino.
to him about you doing his podcast again.
Here we go. Okay, his profile picture is his back in a pool, and he's drinking a beer in one. He's got his chest out. So okay, he has 854 followers. So go down.
Helping men reach their potential.
Oh, it's something about corn. Watching
Watching
corn
corn.
equals Okay, watching porn makes you an LGBTQ liberal. Okay, play this. This dumbass motherfucker. And look at it.
Watch
Basically
porn.
liberal because the same people, the same
start it-
companies who
Yeah, if you watch porn, you're basically a
Yeah.
liberal. is how
Okay.
it
Okay.
started.
People who. Okay.
control the corn industry
And corn is porn.
also control the media that you watch, that you say, oh, you're so against these liberals, and yet you're funding them by watching these websites. You're also LGBTQ if you watch corn, because you
you're gay
can't
and
tell me
lesbian and
you're
trans
watching
if you-
some other guy with a girl that you find attractive and getting off to that is like normal behavior. It's not normal behavior, it's cuck behavior at the very least. If you watch
That's-
corn,
Okay.
you're
Yeah.
basically
Okay.
The
So
comments are great.
So the cuck is hilarious. So then I said, if you look into his eyes, you can see squirrels running on a treadmill. He responds, when the truth hits a nerve, jokes are the only defense. I get it. Laughing emoji. I was like, it wasn't a joke. I really think you're a moron.
Some of the comments are great. Crazy how you can tell just from the speech cadence that he holds his pencil with a fist. Being obsessed with what other people enjoy sexually is pretty fucking gay. The rise of conservatism leads to the fall of intellectualism. Your ex-wife's divorce attorney got a slam dunk case. What if it's gay porn? Am I then straight and conservative? Man,
I love you
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
You're teaching me so much.
the comments are the fucking best on so many of these posts because it's like this is rage bait.
So I've also learned recently about that shame kinks or what's
Yes.
it called?
Yes, a shame
Is it
kink.
a shame kink
Yeah.
are real.
Yeah,
You want
100%.
people to step on your balls
Well,
so
and
you
also-
can masturbate. And if he's not watching porn, he needs somebody to step on his balls.
We're also in this time period, right, where rage bait gets you engagement and people don't care what the consequences are.
But it
of that,
doesn't
and
translate to followers because it's 854 of
right.
them.
But he's trying to become
right.
somebody who has these
Some
hot
of
takes.
one of those things
that,
goes viral.
Yeah,
And next thing
exactly.
you know, he has 1,275
Totally.
followers.
You look at like, for instance, the Paul brothers, Logan and Jake Paul.
Yeah.
I've got my feelings about these guys. Logan was in my brother's movie, but they are brilliant at what they do. They don't give a fuck about what people are saying about them. They know that by spewing all these hot takes and all that stuff, engagement equals clicks equals
Yeah.
money, and they are fucking rolling in the dough because of it, and they don't care that their public persona are these people that are fucking awful
Right.
awful people because they're rich as fuck now. And when you become rich, you become insulated from all of the harm that any of like when you get to the point where you just say whatever the fuck you want,
Like
you don't care about the
who's
consequences,
that
you
girl
do
who's-
become uncancelable.
Who's Tommy Lauren Jr.? You know she is. She's a blonde girl from California. She was like,
yeah.
"I'm not
Oh.
crazy. I live in Los Angeles."
Is it the Emily girl or the
Yeah,
girl
it's
who
Emily.
said bring back slavery?
Yeah,
or
it's
something
Emily.
Like that?
Yeah. You know, there's that girl who takes her apart. Who takes her apart every video that she does.
Yeah, a brunette girl.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
love this
yeah,
girl.
Me too.
Although she did one of those take apart videos, and she was clearly fucked up when she was doing it. She was really articulate, but she was fucked
Well,
up.
sometimes you have to be
And
fucked up to watch these
somebody said it looks like somebody said 500 milligrams. She's like, no, actually 4 Coronas and this, and then she wrote the recipe of her drunk down. And I'm like, that's the thing that is so different about the liberals is like, oh no, it was pills, not weed.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I did those things. I totally did those things because there's not a lot of shame in just saying, yeah, I did that. That was
Totally.
that's something that I did.
I'm trying to get to the point where it's like I don't care about negative comments or whatever. It is engagement and all that stuff. But some people are so good at turning that off because they're either playing a role.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too. It's like nothing that I do is rage bait.
Yeah.
Everything is like my actual thoughts about things. So negative comments affect me more than if I were playing a role.
But it's their job.
Yeah.
It's become their job, and so your job is being. I don't think I could do a job where my job is being strictly an asshole.
Yeah.
But some people are fine with that, and we'll be right back after these messages. Hey guys, welcome back.
Seamless.
God, I love saying that. I really love saying that. Having my own show makes me feel so happy.
Powerful.
It doesn't make me happy when I'm driving here or waking up the morning of,
Yeah.
but once I'm here, I always like it.
Well, today was the opposite day because normally you're a little cranky for the first 10 minutes, but today was Kelly's day.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kelly's going through some things, right?
Yeah.
I never go through anything. I live in a glass house with unlimited
He
mustard.
throws a lot of stones
Yeah.
in it.
Speaking of stones, we have 2 more calls. If
Yeah,
you wanna
let's-
do it.
Listen to him.
let's get through some stones.
Okay, this one is a couple weeks old, so I'm gonna play it first.
Hey, DJ Kelly and Isaac. This is your girl, Kima.
Hey,
Hey,
Kima.
Kima.
Hey, bestie. So,
That was
I
weird.
need advice. I've been in a funk for a while,
Same.
and I can't seem to get myself out of it. So, what advice would you give me? I already day drank.
Oh,
My
Kima.
sister.
She knows us.
I already weekend drank, and I'm stuck in the house. So,
Bored in
Good
the
luck
house,
on
I'm in the
advice
house
for me.
bored.
love you guys. Bye.
I love you, Kima. Kima, that fucking, first of all, was hilarious.
Yeah, so funny.
Because I was
I
was
day
just
drink.
going to say, have you tried day drinking? That's awesome. Kima, I understand this. I totally understand this feeling. And what I try to do is I have to force myself to do things. I have to force myself to get out of the house. Like I'll make a plan to go to the movies, even if it's by myself. I'll try to remove myself from the situation, because when you get into a funk, then there becomes a barrier between yourself and the outside world, and then that barrier gets bigger and bigger and bigger because it's the outside is way over there, and you already don't feel good. The other thing that I've tried to do is identify why I'm in those, why I'm having those feelings. Like really sit down and I think most of us don't do this. This is why therapy is so good, because your whole experience is just your feelings, and they're all jumbled up in your head. When you say them out loud, it puts a narrative to it. But I'll I really tried to identify, like, am I worried about something? Is there a task I need to complete? Is somebody doing some fucked up things to me? And then literally will take my phone out to my calendar and schedule a time to think about that and go through it so it's not ever present. And when it pops back into my head, I'm like, absolutely not. That is Tuesday at 1 p.m. I refuse to give into this. It's almost like trying to get out of it by sheer force of will and being stubborn. The person who's the best at that than anybody I've ever met is Ty Victor Olson. Ty can literally has so much control of his feelings and his thoughts, and he's like this. I'm not thinking about that. I have no power over the situation, or I can get through this. There's nothing I can do about it. Like, it's just, it's amazing, like, how he has such mastery over those feelings. I like to wallow. And that's the other thing. Not just problem solving. I will actually schedule times on my phone to wallow around in my feelings. And when it's over, and you know who taught me that was my dad. When bad things would happen, my dad would set a time limit on it. Just let me just go through all the stuff. And it felt like trying to control my feelings as a child, but as an adult, I realized it was permission to grieve and not get stuck in it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think for like our thoughts are not who we are. Our thoughts are fleeting, right? And like, of course, bad thoughts will pop in all the time. And as cheesy as it fucking sounds, the reason that I've been able to have a better quality of life and better mental health over the last year is because I do little stupid shit like gratitude.
Yeah.
Like, I really think about what I'm thankful for. And when you're in the midst of a funk, you don't need to go all out with it, but it's just like when something good happens, or like even when something neutral happens in that day, you go, oh, that was good. You know, like, or I go on a walk. I don't wear headphones or anything like that when I go on walks. I listen to the sounds and I talk to the animals. I go, hey, squirrel, you're cute, blah, blah, blah. Like, oh God, the breeze feels so good. And like, I'm just constantly trying to point out the things that I really enjoy about my environment. And that becomes really infectious.
Yeah, I'm not at that place yet. Like, I've tried that. Like, Samantha Smith, my co-star on Supernatural, because, you know, I hate mornings. Like, maybe a solution for that is that you wake up every day and in your crankiness, you just say out loud, I wonder what wonderful thing will happen today.
Yeah, I do
that. And so that doesn't really work. I've tried it. It's not working for me right now. And I'm not going to just throw it away, but it has not worked several times. It's worked a couple times, though. But one thing that does work is bribery. I bribe myself.
Yeah, I bribe you too.
She bribes me. I have to, so whenever I have to do something, she's like, what if we have Taco Bell before that? Or what if we go to a bar after that? And I'm like, oh, that does sound good. I love a crutch, getting from point A, and crutches can be tiny. Like, if I do this, I will allow myself to do that. I will eat these donuts if I do that. I promise, you know, little rewards for not running away or disconnecting from your life. That's what, like, when people are like, well, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. I fucking hate the journey. I want to teleport to the destination. But if like, when I first moved to Vancouver, the distance between my house and my local spot was literally uphill both ways, and I was walking there in the rain. So my sense of community, my local pub where I did trivia and all this other stuff, was pretty far. And so and this is not as bad as it sounds. It sounds like something an alcoholic would do, but I'm not an alcoholic. I buried a little bottle of rum by a tree in the park, and I would sit there under an umbrella on a park bench and take a couple sips of it, and it was like a little reward for getting halfway to
halfway.
Yeah. In Nelson Park.
Was this pre Uber?
No, it was like the Uber was. I lived on a street that had this weird stop that you had to go like 4 blocks out of the way, and it was like $30 each way or something.
Jesus.
Yeah, and and also I was like, I'm gonna consume probably 1,200 calories in one sitting, I should just walk. And also Ubers in Vancouver have gotten, like, now it's like the wait's like 3 minutes, but this was in the infancy, or Uber was younger. Yeah. So you would wait like 20, 30 minutes for an Uber. And when I'm ready to go.
Me, same.
Yeah. I mean, like
Me same.
I have me same. Also,
I was
me.
gonna say me too,
Yeah.
and then I switched to same. Me same.
Grimace, I love you. No, but like I have a friend Tiffany in San Diego. Hey Tiffany. And the majority of my experience when I go to visit her is sitting by the door with my shoes on, waiting for her to do her makeup.
Yeah.
And that's after I've already waited 2 hours. And I hate waiting. I'm not patient.
Those are the times that we're like, when we're gonna go to trivia or whatever, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I can't sit here because like when you're ready to go, there's not enough time to watch a show
Yeah,
or
you
something
can't
like
do
that.
something
I'm
else.
like, my shoes are already on. Can we just go early?
So
Like,
that's
I just
that's
wanna
a good
leave.
thing about our friendship is that you and I are usually both, unless I'm still in my pajamas.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, be here in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like I'm always ready to go. Like I like going early. I like staying late.
Yeah.
I am a huge reward person. I'm an experienced person. Not a foodie. Food is not my. I have a big play drive.
Yeah. I mean, and
I'm always ready
it's
to
fun
play.
to be out in the world once you're out in the world.
Yeah.
It's like I want to stay at home all the time, but once I'm out, I'm happy I'm there for the most
But
part.
that
And
circles
so-
back to our advice for chemo.
Yeah.
Is
But
that you
also-
have to force yourself.
But to Sam's point, like about I wonder what great thing's going to happen today, that our brain is so fucking important in those things where it's like that phrase, saying that phrase alone is not the thing that is going to change your life. The phrase is just to train your brain to be looking out for the things that are great, right? And so the entire day, instead of, before I started doing all this stuff, it's like I'd wake up and be like, ugh, today's gonna fucking suck. And then my brain is looking for every single thing to confirm that bias that I had. Whereas
Yeah.
if I change my
Okay.
perspective of, I wonder what great thing or what fucking hilarious thing's gonna happen today, my brain's constantly looking
You're
for
looking
something
for that
funny to
thing,
happen.
yeah.
And that I've said it before, where it's like people always would say to me, like, because I have all these wild stories about my life, they're like, the weirdest shit happens to you, and I'm like, yeah, but that's because I explain my life as my life is fucking weird, and the weirdest shit happens to me. So my brain is constantly trained to look for
that's
weird
a really
things
good point,
around me.
because like I'm on Retin-A right now,
Mhm.
and I've stopped using it because you go through this period where all your skin falls off and you get red and blotchy and it hurts.
Mhm.
And this time I've committed to go through it because you have to commit to something for it to work. I can't just do what amazing thing's going to happen today and try it 4 times
Yeah.
and then be like, well, that didn't work.
Yeah.
But I really am the kind of person that I'll wake up and at 9:30 and at 9:32 I'll be like, nothing amazing has happened. This is bullshit.
Yeah, and you don't need to say it in such fluffy language, right? Like I always adjust all of these phrases to make it more realistic for me. It's like I'm not like, what wonderful thing is gonna happen to me today? It's like
Galaxy.
Yeah, Galaxy.
$45.
yeah, but it's like I wonder what the best part of my day is gonna be. And so everything that is like semi good that happens, I'm like, maybe this is the best part of my day. And then something else happens, I go, oh, maybe this is the best part of my day. And so every single time, like every single thing builds on it. It's like, oh, this day was actually pretty good.
So what you're saying is I shouldn't wake up in the morning and say out loud,
I'm gonna kill myself.
no, Earth service me.
Actually, to be honest, you could do that. You could say, hey, universe,
Get on this.
yeah, like make it a great day.
I don't
for
know
me.
how much longer these morning erections are going to last.
Well, with Roku,
Oh,
now
so-
you never
I
know.
love my Roku box. The last episode explains it all. So I have this friend named Leonie, and she is
Taya?
no. I don't want to say her last name. Do you want me to say it? No.
Leonie is a
anyway,
pretty fucking.
So Leonie,
Yeah.
Leonie is like the Disney princess of strippers,
Mhm.
or was. She's retired now.
She has
But
animals on
she
stage.
knows she's always happy,
Mhm.
and she's not traumatized. She knows what she's doing. She's a great entertainer, and so this harkens back to, I wanted to tell you this during our mushroom conversation. So she's telling me this story. I was on
Mhm.
my very first gay pride was like in 2017.
Okay.
I'm sitting on a grassy knoll,
Yikes.
not trying to shoot anybody,
Yikes.
overlooking people dance their face
You
off
heard it here first.
on Sunset Beach in Vancouver. And it's August. It's gorgeous. Everybody's having a great time. Everybody's pupils are enormous, and so I'm having a great time. And so somebody offered me mushrooms, and I did this. No, thank you. they're not for me without experiencing them. And she's like, okay, that's interesting. Have you ever done mushrooms? And I'm like, I haven't. And she's like, well, let me tell you about a time when mushrooms really helped me. And she's like, I went to Las Vegas and got gacked on mushrooms. And then I sat down at a blackjack table and all the secrets of the universe started, and the sort of the stupidity of all the things that we care about just flooded over me. And it just made me feel so relaxed, and I understood. And I'm like, what was it? And so she said, I sat down at the blackjack table, and she said, we all work for bits of paper that we trade for chips, to bet on bits of paper, to try to win more chips, to trade back for other bits of paper, just so we can stay alive. It's so fucking stupid, and I have to laugh at it. It scared the shit out of me. It had the opposite effect. I was like, too much realization.
Yeah, I didn't like that one. No, Galaxy.
But I saw the thing that this meant something to her.
Yeah.
And she's like, if you think about like life and death and all the things that we have to go through, is cancer and all the beauty and the pain, it all boils down to selling away parts of our lives for bits of paper. Yeah. That we trade for bits of plastic to bet on bits of paper to get back bits of paper.
You are making me very depressed.
Yeah. But in her, it was calming.
Yeah.
And mushrooms affects everybody else differently. I don't think they're for me. Bye. Oh, wait. Kelly, say all the words.
Oh, yeah. You guys can follow us on social media everywhere at LoadedPod. You can send us an email, probably loadedpod@gmail.com. Join us for our next Patreon live Zoom, which we should actually figure out the date for that right now. By putting in your email at loadedpod.com, and then give us a call, 323-272-3908.
323-272-3908.
And if you're just joining us, you get an extra 15 minutes a week on Patreon single week.
Every single week. We
It's a
keep
week
going
early.
on Patreon.
No ads.
Beep, beep, beep,
We're
beep,
going
beep,
there
beep.
right now.
Yeah,
Bye.
That's where we're going.
Sit on down and pour yourself a glass.
And tune into your favorite podcast.
Where things will be misquoted.
And opinions ain't sugar-coated.
'Cause DJ and Kelly are locked in private.